Greetings Pisces, hey, a warm welcome to you all. Happy New Year, happy 2021. This is your January reading for the very first month of this second year of the new decade of the 20s. And this decade, I have been saying it for some time, is going to be one of the most powerful that most of us experience here on the planet. This is the pivotal point of change for us as a planet, as a humanity, as an evolutionary process. We are evolving into the age of Aquarius before our very eyes. And there has been a lot of speculation about when the actual transition of the age of Aquarius occurs. I'm telling you right now, it is occurring now. I think it started at the very beginning of 2020, and it's obviously a very gradual process because this is the procession of the ages as we move from your storyline, the age of Pisces, into the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius brings with it much newness in areas of technology, understanding, globalization, community and knowledge and belief systems. We go through an ephemeral change that is beyond our imagination, and that's where the future is taking us. So I have a couple of little sayings that I really like to put forward, and one of them is, there is no future in the past. And with that in mind, we are always moving forward and evolving. And the other one that's come to mind lately is, we are being shaken awake. That's what the cosmic galaxy seems to be doing to us with its really intense planetary alignments that have been taking place throughout the whole of 2020. And as we embark on 21, we are still traversing really intense planetary alignments that will create a change at every single level, starting right out from the galactic and then coming in and down to us individually and right through to even the cellular level. So life is no longer what you thought or believed it was. We are walking into the age of Aquarius, and a gateway for this was the 21st of December great Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, which is really running from 2020 to 2040. And it brings into line the air rulers. So that's what we are seeing as we walk into 21. So let's see what's in store for you guys for your January prediction, see what insight is coming, what might be useful for you to understand, meditate with, or to look into. We're using these 4 different decks of cards, only one from this one at the very end. It's a really deep, intensely spiritual deck of cards with mandalas, and I think it's well worth focusing on them and using for deeper meditation or for seeking answers in your life. You can also use it for setting intentions as well. This is a beautiful deck, the Chakra Insight Oracle deck. This is a daily guidance deck from Doreen Virtue, and this is the John Holland Psychic Tarot deck. So let's see what's in store, starting with this one for you guys. This is for Pisces, January 2021. I hope that wherever you are watching this video from, you are all safe, fit and well. I know in the Northern Hemisphere you're going through a trying time right now, with the virus seemingly being quite active. Down here for us it's summer, so we come into our summer holidays, and we have the summer solstice for us a couple of days away. That's when we get our longest day and our shortest night, and we will be about to embark on our holidays here in New Zealand. Your first card out is number 12, which is the Sacrifice, which is the Hanged Man. I'll move all these a little bit. Then you had number 3, Recognition and Reward, which is the 3 of Pentacles. And then another 3, which is the Solar Plexus Chakra. Now all of these numbers correlate, they merge into each other because of course 4 3s are 12. So there's a bit of a numbering sequence going on here with these. This one here, the Hanged Man, is often a point at which you have reached a place in life where you are pondering, do I go left or right? So it's like an interjunction or a T-section. It can be the time where you make some deep personal changes about avenues or prospectus or ideas or even philosophies at this point. It could be that you had experienced some changes in 2020 and you've got to the end of this year and perhaps been pondering to yourself, which way shall I take this? Shall I look into the other aspect of a dynamic with more intensity, or am I wanting to cut something off that I have been doing for some time? It does tell you to take time when the Hanged Man comes to make these decisions, and it can often point to things being slowed down somewhat, and this can be slowed down from the cosmic end, so not so much your own doing, but rather the galaxy slowing down propositions or things that you want to have happen because they're asking you to take time to ponder it. He uses the word sacrifice, which is quite an unusual term in many ways. If we think to ourselves, what does a sacrifice mean? It usually means that something must be given up in order for something else to happen. So he's suggesting that the choice that you have to make will mean sacrificing something, and it may be something that you have been involved in or put your heart into or have been following for some time, and you've reached this epiphany, because this is what this rainbow is. It's coming in through her crown chakra, where her spiritual ideas or knowledge is actually delivered to her, and it's as if she is awakened to the reality that something has to change and something needs to drop away. So it's quite a deep card, and I find it very interesting that it has actually arrived for your very first card for the first reading of this brand new year in what really is a new decade. It seems to be telling you something quite deep, and I think you'll personally have to look into it yourself to find where the story is and where the sacrifice might be having to be made. But this one, the first of your threes, recognition and reward, is a very good card. It comes to you just a little bit like that, with that man sort of stooped in a bow of recognition or gratitude. So the card is of gratitude, acceptance, acknowledgement in particular, success, and often around things such as a career sector or something like sitting exams, having diplomas, getting a final degree that comes through. So reward and success. It can also mean working in terms of three people, so collaborating with others that you might be doing a project with, or ideas, or structuring something or making something. This can be a promotion within a job, it can be a wage increase, it can be publicly acknowledged too for some of you. You might get to be known within your community for something you have done or achieved or designed or made or supported or helped. So it is a great card. It can be very good in terms of career if you're looking for promotion or success or job offers as well. This one here, the solar plexus chakra, is around the mid area of the body, sort of right through here. And it's really about regaining strength or inner strength and trusting your gut instincts. This card could be a little bit the same. She actually has got a great deal of strength through this part of her body because this part and the top is showing. She's also receiving these ideas through her mind, which is like psychic awareness or attunement or understanding that divinity or aspect of our life and being in line with it. So when we are in line with our intuitive senses and we are strong in our being, these decisions that come to us and make us go into this state of decision making or choice making or having a sacrifice occur, they are able to be done with greater strength and accuracy because we have received the messages, we've understood them, heard them, and we aren't afraid to work on them because we have our inner strength and we know that we can follow it. So this can be a message to say, open up to that portal, open up to your intuition. And Pisces, you are a very intuitive astrological sign, so doing that shouldn't be too difficult for you. It can also be a message to strengthen this part of the body, especially around that stomach area. Some of you may have gut problems that need looking into or need some sort of change, to re-energize the body. It's a deep subject, but not a lot of people understand that gut health is the main primordial energy supplier for the whole body. So when we don't have good gut health, the rest of our body is drained quite significantly. Now we have flora in the gut, natural little like bugs, if you like, and those bugs they like probiotics. They go around and they keep our body healthy, but they're very easily debilitated by things such as chemicals and sprays that we use so much in our daily practice of life. And one of those in particular is Roundup, or sprays similar to that, and they kill gut health or the gut biotics. So getting good gut health going again could be very valuable for some of you. Let's see what else is in here for Pisces for January. Oh, there's a whole heap that came out. That's a lot, but perhaps we'll have a look. Third eye chakra. Again, this is all about trusting the gut, trusting the intuition. Disruption is the Tower card, and that could be a little bit aligned with the Hanged Man card as well. Then you had the sacral chakra out. Then you had material harvest, which is the Nine of Pentacles, and then you had another chakra card. So you can see the pattern that came. We had lots of chakra cards that came, almost as if your body or your spiritual wheel, which is where the chakras sit, is being activated or needs to be activated or wants to be opened up or listened to or connected to. This can be done through things like yoga in particular, or deep meditation. You can also do it through listening to binaural beats off things like YouTube. You can do it through eating certain foods and wearing the colours that represent each of the chakras, so blue, orange, yellow and purple. So if we come back to also speaking your truth and hearing and listening, especially for the throat chakra, can be very important. There might be something that some of you have been wanting to say and you've been too afraid to say it, too afraid to gain your strength. Some of you may have had your strength taken from you one way or another, and it might be time for you to reinvigorate this, and that might come about through a choice where a sacrifice is made one way or another. So can you see how this storyline starts to form together when all the cards do appear? The sacral chakra is very much about our creative side in life. It's the passion, it's the seat of passion of the soul. It's where we create from, both physically in terms of manifesting another human life into this world, whether you're male or female, but also about creating our passions, our dreams, and what we are aspiring to be, as well as envisioning certain aspects of creativity, whether it's making something or taking yourself to the next step on a journey. And again, the third eye is about trusting the instinct, the gut instinct, and listening to the psychic messages coming that come to you through the third eye, which is up here, and through the crown chakra. So there's a whole bunch of things coming in here that are very personal about your particular energy field, I think we could talk about. And maybe some of you are going to receive downloads coming in from the cosmic sources, new information or ideas or awareness or understanding at a very deep cosmic level. That's a possibility as well. Now for some of you that may cause a disruption. So sometimes this disruption can be metaphysical or it can be in the real world as such. It can be when we see people leaving or moving aside to make way for new directions. The Tower card is often considered, it turns up when we realize that something we thought was made on good solid ground and it actually isn't. It starts to shake and it will start to fall apart. And this can be when we go into the need to make a sacrifice, to think about what we keep and what we don't, and what we walk away from. And that's why I said these two cards can actually relay the same message. The 9 is beautiful, it's material harvest. This is gratitude, and I think we talked about the gratitude somewhere at the beginning, receiving gratitude. I think it was with this one here. So these two are very similar and very, very beneficial. There could be some rewards coming for you in your career sector or in an area where you spend your money or invest your money, or even if it is given to you. Sometimes this is given to you. Other times this is you or someone in your family or someone close to you having a benevolence around prosperity and harvest time and enjoyment and social gatherings, even for some of you. Also just being aware of the prosperities of life and the harvest that you may have reaped over your years, and the benefits that this has provided you or will provide you as the future evolves as well. So quite a deep reading going on there for you, Pisces. Those two cards there are definitely your two ones talking about money and general career, perhaps opportunities as well. And the other ones seem a little bit deeper, a little bit more personal, going into your own realm and perhaps your own ideologies and thoughts and relationships with yourself in particular, but also with others. I'll turn this deck up the right way. This is the next deck of cards for you. What is in store for Pisces for 2021 January? To daydream and a change in direction. So the messages are quite succinctly strong for you there. That change in direction, you could relate that to the Tower card, which is always about changing direction. This is a little more subtle. We have a beautiful picture to look at with the little cherubic angel and the stork and a baby. So some of you, this could be a new baby coming into your life one way or another. There is the possibility for a pregnancy at this point in time, or new family members coming in. So sometimes this can be extended or blended families, the birth of a baby. Just even within a community, you can receive new people, such as friends that may become very much part of your close-knit family. You can also receive new pets when this card comes in as well. The change in direction doesn't just have to mean new people coming in. It can literally mean that things are changing for you, and sometimes unexpectedly or suddenly the changes might happen. But we've seen that with some of these other cards. The daydreaming is really connecting with your third eye and your crown chakra as well. So again, that is duplicating some of the messages that were already here. When we daydream, we allow our senses to connect with our higher self up into the cosmic etheric realm, and we pick up the subtleties of the background vibrations, which enable us to feel into our life path and to connect with what we truly want and where we want to go. It's a great time to do this in January because we're at the beginning of a brand new year. We'll take these two that came out. Yeah, creative project. We've seen this, if you like, with these. This one, recognition and reward, and even this one, the material harvest. This can be all about creativity and forming a new idea or concept coming in. And look at this, we see these waves of cosmic energy coming into her crown chakra. We also see this pouring into her heart as well. So some of you might feel throughout this month this incredible connection to source energy or to cosmic white light energy. Some of you might feel it in your head or around that area. Some of you might get pulses of intensity into your heart chakra, which can mean feelings of deep bliss or connection or deep love and emotional uplifting. Some of you will find a great creative project coming your way as well, and as I say, we see that with these. So really nice messages coming through there. This one says opportunity to forgive. And I see the koalas, and I always think of Australia, obviously. And luckily, at the moment in Australia, this time last year, they were on fire. This time this year, it is not as bad. And they've actually had really heavy rainstorms, which, whilst is not good, will prevent some of the bushfires from further emaciating our poor koala population on the planet. So the opportunity to forgive for you will be very independent and unique, and what they are referring to only you will know about. But this is a chance to let go of any anger or resentment that you may be holding toward yourself or toward others. So ponder upon what that message might mean to you. Now I have a bit of a mess to clean up here, as you can see, so just bear with me while I do that, and then we'll move on to the next cards. I hope you're really enjoying this reading. It's quite an extensive one that I'm doing for you all for January, so do check your moon and rising signs as well. They're going to take a little bit of time to arrive because I'm just simply so busy at the moment. Wow, you know, when messages duplicate, and you've had a lot of duplication in your message, in your reading, and remember we started with the 12s and the 3s. We're back on the 3s and we're back with the sacral chakra. That what would help if I picked up the right card. We're back with the sacral chakra. So you've received this twice. And this is when I said to you, there's this creativity in the sacral chakra area. It's our seat of conception. Even though this one is numbered 8. So of course the numbering isn't the 3 3s. We've still got them down on the table because we're actually in the numbers 2 and 8 here. But the 3s must have been talking to me about something. And I think it's this card here, still representing the 3s. So the sacral chakra coming out twice is very, very important for you to really focus in and listen to. And as I said, this is the seat of creativity. This is where the passion in life comes in. This could be for some of you a potential conception or pregnancy, and especially if some of you had been trying for a long time, this might be your change in direction. It could be also a big, for a family who's been waiting for a birth of a baby or a pregnancy, this might also be coming for a whole family. But other than that, if we come back to the sacral chakra and we understand its power and passion and creativity, this creative project card, when it came in, I said to you, focus really powerfully on the cosmic energies coming in for you. And the video that I'm playing in the background is called Raise Your Vibration, Manifest Miracles, Positive Energy, and Elevate Your Frequency. And it has white energy just pouring into this person that is standing there, and the white energy looks very much like this. So I will swing it around very briefly for you to see. And I had been playing this from before I just started your video, because this is the before I just started your reading, this is the video that I decided to pick for you guys. So here it is right here. And you can see what I mean about the cosmic waves pouring into this. And there's the card, well, it's probably easier over here, where you see the cosmic rays pouring into this person. So for some of you, there is something about a download that is coming. There is something about receiving activation, feeling empowered, feeling enlightened, just being connected with the cosmic energy waves that are coming onto the planet. And for some of you, this might be a major time of realization or raising the frequency. And then when it says manifest miracles and positive energy coming in, so I think that's really powerful. And I thought at the beginning, before I started your reading, that this was going to be quite significant as I watched this video. So let's swing back to your cards and carry on with the reading. We won't do any more from that deck because I think we will go on too long otherwise. We will come to this deck, and this is the final one that I have said is quite intense anyhow, even though you've had a beautifully deep, meaningful reading. This is the one to finish off with and to take a photograph of and meditate with, come back to during the year even, and hear the beautiful deep messages from these cards. So this is Pisces for January 2021. Who is it that is coming in, and what is the message for them? Pisces, January 21. I will only pick one because they are intense and we only need one. It's this one here. Oh wow, beautiful. Goddess Rhiannon and Ammonite, Integrity. And this is from the Crystal Goddess Suite 888. I'm pretty sure I do have an Amazonite. So I will find that and then we will read to you from the book. 47, Goddess Rhiannon and Amazonite, Integrity. We bring you the empowerment of integrity. Integrity is the harmony between intention, word, and action. It is a discipline of love that creates inner security, confidence, and self-esteem. Integrity allows you to choose what promises you make according to the reasons that have meaning for you. It empowers you to make decisions that feel authentic and honor your values. It allows you to say no without guilt or shame because you are not willing to compromise who you are or to make another comfortable. As you honor your words and actions, doing what you say you will do when you say you will do it, you grow power and respect within. You can express your integrity absolutely and yet with kindness and compassion. Integrity is the gift that will bring you a powerful peace of mind and loving self-respect. The more choice and freedom you have, the more integrity you will need. The more you feel aware of and compassionate towards the needs of others, the more integrity you will need. Integrity is your anchor to self. It is authenticity in expression. You experience your integrity as a feeling of rightness when you are in alignment with yourself, and a feeling of something being not quite right, uncomfortable, or even anxiety or anger inducing when you are being urged to break with your integrity to make another comfortable. You know what you need to do or not do, and when you step away from that, not honoring yourself, you will experience psychological, emotional, or even physical discomfort. You will not feel good about the choices you are making. That is your sign that you have integrity and that it is calling you back to your truths. Integrity is a sign of character developed over time. It exists when a person cares enough about their words and actions, their intentions, and the impact of their life on others that they are willing to make the sometimes tough calls and not always take the path that seems easiest. Integrity doesn't make life harder, however. It actually makes it more enjoyable. Every time you exercise your integrity in your choices, you'll feel good about yourself. Eventually, even if your mind goes into fear at saying no, for example, worrying that you've upset someone or missed out on an amazing opportunity that you actually didn't feel was right, the good feelings you get from being integrity will grow stronger. It will develop to the point where you cannot tolerate not being in integrity. Nothing will be worth it. The contemporary expression for this is that you won't be willing to sell out or sell your soul to get something or someone. What happens as you build your integrity muscles is that your ability to attract what you need actually grows. Your light and presence become more magnetic. Instead of needing to chase after what you feel you need or want, you stand still and draw the right people and opportunities to you. You have less fear and more trust. You like who you are and know that you are valuable, and any person or dream that asks you to abandon yourself is not worth the cost. This oracle brings you a message. If you have already made a decision based on integrity and are having second doubts, don't. You have done the right thing and you will benefit more from this than you realize, even if it seems to your mind that you have suffered a loss. If you are in a situation where you feel your integrity is being challenged or find yourself in such a place in the near future, trust yourself. Be authentic. You have worked too hard and come too far to throw yourself away for anything or anyone. Hold on to you. Stand firm in what is true for you. So that's coming back to that very first card that came with the Hanged Man, when he said he had choices to make and it might have been a tough decision and something was going to be sacrificed. will remember yourself first in all of your decisions and choices you make as you move into this new year of 2021. And it seems that some of you are thinking of making some really big decisions. So your integrity values are so important to you and to your soul's journey. So do honour them and call upon this card and the goddess Rhiannon and the Amazonite stone if you ever have the feeling or the need to be, gifted some extra strength or bounty around your integrity values. And also understand that integrity values do change over a person's lifetime. And sometimes we go through periods where that does change. And I have a feeling for a lot of people that right now in this timeline, these are times when our integrity values are changing. So don't be afraid of those changes. And often when that happens, we do see people come and go in our lives, and we see relationships change, and our values towards beliefs that we may have been taught as a child, they can change as well. So just honour yourself and honour your journey in life is the most important part of the message. So that is the end there for you guys. I hope you have enjoyed your beautiful reading. It did seem to be very personal about yourself and the journey and choices you are making as we step into 21. So thank you all for listening. I love it when you leave your comments. I do these readings because I enjoy you all being part of Team Celestial and the wonderful harmonic frequency field that we are all creating as we send these vibes out into the cosmic energy grid and into the morphogenic energy field. So much love to you all. Check your moon and rising signs, and thank you once again. Have a wonderful beginning to 2021. Take care. Namaste.